Kemba was the kind of girl people talked about when they had nothing better to do, which, in her community, was all the time. She lived at the bottom of the hill in a clapboard house that leaned to the left like it was tired of standing. Her clothes were always faded, her shoes mismatched, and she wore the same sun hat whether it was sunny or pouring. She wasn't ugly, but when you were the poorest in a community of poor people, people always liked to project so they could feel better about themselves. People said she looked like poverty's poster child. Some even joked that she and Struggle were in a long-term relationship. So when a dusty, backfiring, smoke-spitting car came crawling up the hill one Tuesday morning, everybody turned to look. And when it came to a dead stop right in front of Miss Ann's shop, coughing out more smoke than a fire, the laughter started before the door even opened. "Lord, is which part that junk heap escaped from? Whoever inside better come with a wrench and a prayer." The driver stepped out, a man in a plain t-shirt, worn jeans, and a look of calm that didn't match the chaos his car was causing. He had a nice face, but not one the village recognized. And since he didn't step out wearing brand name from head to toe, they wrote him off immediately. "Kemba might finally get a man, but poor and poor don't make a whole," someone cackled. Kemba, who was sweeping the roadside barefoot as usual, ignored them. She saw the man staring helplessly at his engine and walked right up to him. "You smell that?" she asked, tilting her head. "Burning shame?" She laughed. "Burning belt? You not going nowhere today?" The man smiled, the kind that warmed the cheeks before the heart. She flagged down her cousin, who worked nearby as a backyard mechanic, and brought the man a bottle of cool water from her fridge. While he waited, she pulled up a juice crate under the mango tree and offered him a seat like he was somebody. They talked. Nothing deep, just life, community, dust, laughter. What Kemba didn't know was that the man, Nathan, was a billionaire. One of those quiet ones with no interest in gold chains or social media clout. His expensive van had been stuck at customs due to a paperwork mix-up, and his luxury cars were unsuitable for the bad roads. So he borrowed his grandfather's old Corolla to visit the rural lands he was thinking of developing for a youth initiative. He had passed through plenty districts before. None felt quite like this, and none had a girl like Kemba. By the next week he came back, this time in a different borrowed car, still humble, still dusty. The village started watching now. People squinted hard, whispering behind their shutters. "Wait, why he always talking to she? Kemba? The barefoot one? She must be seasoning his dumpling with obia. Look how much better off woman here and him choosing she." But when word got out that Nathan was actually a real businessman, with money, big plans, and connections, the entire village nearly short-circuited. The laughter stopped. The tone changed. "Me always knew Kemba had a certain natural charm. She quiet, but she wise enough. Kemba deserve happiness after all them sweepings." Then came the real shock. Nathan didn't just visit, he invested in a community center, in a farm-to-market program, and he put Kemba in charge of organizing it. When someone asked him why her, he said Yitan, because when everyone laughed, she helped. When I had nothing visible to offer, she gave me something valuable. Kindness without calculation. Later, when they started dating officially, the whispers returned, but not as harsh. And when they finally got married, quiet ceremony under the same mango tree, he kissed her hand and said, loud enough for the whole village to hear, "Poor and poor don't make a whole." Funny, 'cause with her I finally feel complete.